SJRC Texas has been caring for neglected and abused children for 40 years. They help kids throughout 27 counties surrounding Bexar County, and the more they serve, the more they need help. Well, joining us this morning is CEO Tara Roussett and Director of Communications April Molina, joining us to share how you can help this morning. Thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Tara, let's start with you. You have been with SJRC for 15 years, and you were just sharing with me how much you have grown. Talk about that and talk about how you really support these kids that need your help.
Absolutely. Yes, we have seen a lot of growth over our 40 years in operation, and we change as our needs in our community change. And so now today, as you mentioned, we take care of kids in 27 counties. We help support families so that they can have everything that they need to keep their kids safe in their home. We still have the work that we did before with our residential facilities. We license foster homes in the community, but now we're really focusing on family and community and really doing everything that we can to support our families.
And that community-based care is so important. Talk about how you are expanding that program.
Sure. So we now are, we've grown over the last, as we mentioned, 30 years, 40 years, but now what we're doing is we are making sure that families stay together. We're working with kinship families. So if maybe mom and dad can't take care of the child, but their grandparent can, or their aunt, their uncle, we're supporting them, making sure that the kids are in the best possible placements for them. And our ultimate goal is for our children to reach permanency and have stability.
With someone they know, too.
With someone they know and they trust.
And April, talk about, I know Tara was just talking about some of the successes you've found, but talk about really the success of 40 years in supporting these kids.
Oh my goodness. So we started out in foster care, and we still do that, right? So we understand. We have raised kids in our campus on Boulevardy, in our Touchstone campus, but it's a very different mindset now when we think about foster care. We want kids spending as little time as possible in a foster care or temporary situation, and our goal is always permanency, right? Ideally to reunify them with their biological families when parents can do that and they can get the training that they need to be the best parents they can be. And sometimes it's being adopted, right, by other relatives or by other people in the community. So those are great needs for us. But really, even more than that is we need those foster parents that can be that soft place to land while that child is waiting for their permanent forever home.
And we were just talking about that. I was out at the ranch a few years ago, and it was just so moving to see these young ladies, is who I visited with that day, just really, blossoming there. And it's great to see, but you guys still need so much help. April, can you talk about what you guys are looking for help right now?
So for foster families, and really we mostly need foster families for those older kids who struggle with more behavior issues. It's hard to find homes for them, even temporary homes. And we also need help with sibling groups, right? It's easy to find a family that can take in one child. It's a bigger ask to take in 2 or 3 or 4 children. And so that's really a great need for us. And it's not a permanent long-term commitment, right? It can be 3 months in some cases. It could be 6 months in some cases, just until those kids can go back home, hopefully to their family.
Yeah, but 3 to 6 months can mean the world to a child, no matter what their age. Wow.
That's right.
Tara, talk about if people are watching right now, how can people at home, how can they help you?
It's really getting connected to your community. Know what's going on around you. Really, if you see a family struggling and maybe your neighbors need some help, it's reaching out, giving them help. And then if you assess the situation and you think it's more, then you obviously report if you suspect abuse, and then just see if you have donations. We always tell people we need what you have in your home times 1,000 kids that we serve. And so we take gently used clothes, we take support, always, of course, financial donations, because it takes everybody. I mean, really, I think the answer to your question is there's really not anything that we don't need. It's just how do people want to individually get plugged in?
Yeah, San Antonio, you heard it. Help right now. April, how can they get in touch with you guys?
They can go to our website, sjrctexas.org. That's the best way.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies, for being here this morning. And we will also have a link on our website at kens5.com if you want to help. Really, just helping the youth in our community right now is so important. So,
thank you for giving us the opportunity to talk about this.
Thank
we
y'all
really
for
appreciate
being
it.
here. All right, we're going to toss it right on over to